This year's coverage of the 2023 Premium Cigar Association Trade Show was produced by Tobacco Talk Media.
What's going on, everybody? Cigar Show Tim here with Tobacco Talk Media, sitting with Ricky Rodriguez of West Tampa Tobacco Company as he enjoys his morning coffee.
No, yeah,
What's going on, brother?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing well.
Surviving.
Final day of the show.
Yeah, yes, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Has it been a good show for you guys?
That's a great show. Again, we didn't have some history last year. We're just kind of relying on my history only. This year, totally different, bro. We have some numbers that we can share with the accounts. Reorders are great for the guys that brought it in for the first year and all that.
Yep.
So the numbers we can share is great. The products so far has been, doing very well for us.
Yes.
We just introduced to the market about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Focusing on that, of course, is the new West Tampa Red, and you're enjoying that cigar.
I love this cigar.
And so it's, bro, it's just been a long, exciting, short year, all in one. It's amazing how quick and sometimes how long this year is.
Mm-hmm. I remember at TPE, you guys were there, and I didn't get a chance to go by, and I was like, shoot, I really wanted to, but I saw that the red was coming out, and I had reviewed the black, I reviewed the Attic series, and then I got the red, and I mean, I said it in my video, I have fallen in love with this cigar.
Oh, bro, thank you.
I cannot stop smoking.
Thank you so much, and that's exactly what we want to do, is give the fans of either myself or the company called West Tampa a cigar that they can gravitate to, enjoy, and say, bro, this is in my my repertoire of buying cigars. I don't kid myself, bro. Just look around all your interviews. Everybody today is making great cigars.
Oh
Why?
my gosh,
because their knowledge is getting better. The tobacco is by far some of the best tobacco ever in the world.
Well, and you've been around long enough to know that.
Exactly. So the power or the effort to make a cigar, you have to kick it up a notch all the time, because everybody else is doing the same thing, trying to get better and better at their their job or what they're doing. So thank God we're doing something right, and the people like the red, the white, the black, and so good. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. So Dreamer Cigars, Adam's a good friend of mine, we were talking before, and he was telling me, so I wanted to get your take on this, that the red is really a blend that you've wanted to put out or work on for a long time, just because of, obviously, back at CAO, all the old days, all that kind of stuff. So is there a reason that you held off until now to put it out there in the market, or was it just the right time to do it?
I think it's a combination of things. We were always looking for new tobaccos to work with for CL, and in my mind, Mexican, the wrapper, is one that I wanted to use for the last maybe 4 or 5 years. Okay. But the timing was never right for us, because working with CL or General Cigar SCG, what you realize, just because you have a blend that you want to work on doesn't mean that you can get it into the calendar to have it produced. Yes. Because you have to realize I was working with a company that also made Magneto, Cohiba, Partagas, Hoya, Excalibur, Punch, CAO. So we only can do so much. So it was always kind of, maybe next year we can do this project. So the minute I had the control, okay, no more next year. Let's do it this year. You don't have to worry about pulling off rollers, pulling off bunchers. Okay, how's this going to go? You can do it the way that you want to. It wasn't not, you can't do it. I don't want you to do it. It was like, okay, good, but not right now. Yeah. Maybe later. So that's the reason I really work with that tobacco, because that was the first time I ever used a Mexican wrapper for any project we ever worked on together. Yep. So so far it's working out.
Very cool. And I love you've got a really cool backstory. When I review cigars, when I reviewed the Attic series, or the black, it was the black when I went into your history and growing up, and just the tradition, the legacy that you have in your family. When I heard that you were coming back, obviously, and starting your own, and then obviously the name of it, and then learning more of your backstory, it was really cool, because as I told many people, it's so much easier to buy into a company when you know the backstory and there's something to share, as opposed to just, okay, they put out cigars, that's great, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But when you can continue a legacy, obviously yours with, grandparents and, growing up around it and all those different things, and of course your time with CAO, but on the family side of things, being able to tell a story, I think makes it that much easier for people to buy into you and your brand.
Well, what I learned from CAO and General Cigar, a story is easy to create sometimes.
Sure.
Because I was working with some great, maybe tobacco guys or marketing guys or sales force. They're often suggestions. The story's easy to create, but what's hard is it believable? Is there a string of truth in this? How do you connect that story to you, Ricky, or to that cigar? And sometimes that was the struggle. The story's great, but it just looked like we're marketing. So when you have a story that you're telling and it's something that you lived through, you believe in, it's easy to share that story out loud and everybody says, I can believe that. That's true. I want to support that. So it's easy for us to share this good, a unique story for us because it's my life, it's my daughter's life, it's my partner's life, is what I think is my circle life and how I connect it. And this opportunity that Russ Tampa has given me is really allowing me to just share my life with fans that I was for the last 15 or 20 years sharing the company's story, not my story. Because they didn't hire me to tell my story, they hired me to tell that story of that company, of that line. So that's fine. Now the opportunity for me to share my story.
And I've got to ask, because, both your grandparents rolling cigars, doing all of that, the amount of stories that you probably have of them coming home or talking about, what was that like growing up, knowing that it was just a part of normal everyday life?
Two things, I struggle to remember some of these stories because both of my grandparents unfortunately passed away before I was maybe 9 years old, 10 years old. So that memory of my grandfather and grandmother stops there, very young. So as a young man, as a child, you don't know this is valuable. Pay attention to this story, pay attention to this moment, because you're 8 years old, 7 years old. Okay, whatever, grandpa, the sneaky cigar, let me go outside and play. But what I do know is when you go back in memories, and what connects memories or start a memory is a sight. I saw something, I remember that. I smelled something, I felt something, I taste something. That's connections to the past. So when I smell cigars throughout my life, my only connection for cigar smokers was my grandfather and grandmother, because my father never smoked a cigar. He was a cigarette smoker. So, so that connection, I remember I hate cigarette smell, but maybe because going to my grandfather, grandmother when I was young, it was a party. It was good times, cookies and candies, and it's playing and running around.
Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Exactly. So when I smell the aroma of cigars throughout my teens, early 20s, 30s, boom, the cigar memory, and then I get back. And so I just try to connect that. So again, I think my grandfather, grandmother, if you believe it, goes, looks down and says, bro, you did good. Because we were just cigar rollers. And you are now not only a blender, now you're an owner of a cigars company.
You've taken us to the next level.
And so I'm sure they're looking down, smiling from heaven, whatever your beliefs are. But that is my belief, that they know what I'm doing, and they're proud of what I'm doing. And so my job is now connect this next generation, I'm so fortunately, my daughter Sarah said, "Dad, I want to work with you."
That was going to be one of my next questions. I know she's been here, she's been working when I came by, the last couple of days, got to meet her, say hi, all that kind of stuff. It's cool to see the next generation wanting to be involved, because there are many times, like with your parents, where there isn't that desire.
Right.
So especially with this starting up, with where you are, it's cool to see that that's already there and it's taking place.
And that had to happen naturally. It couldn't be my dream for her.
Right.
And it had to come for her. And when she approached me and said, "I want to be a part of this," bro, I couldn't quit General Cigars quick enough. But I knew I had commitments.
Right.
I had promises out there that I did. I had, events to do. I had, if you look at my schedule for CAO, they planned it a year in advance.
Yeah.
So I couldn't just get up and like normal. It's just, "Hey guys, I quit."
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that, but you're going to be hanging all your friends out there.
Yeah.
"Oh, bro, you promised me an event and you left me hanging." Bro, I will never do that. So I did an event my last day working for General Cigar. I did my last event, and I remember even the shop guy, "Why are you here? You're quitting today. Matter of fact, you quit already. This is at night." So Friday I quit. That was my last day. "Why are you here? You're in Pennsylvania." "Did I promise you something?"
Yeah.
"Yes." "If I quit, what will you have?" "Oh, I would be in a hard place." "Well, let's do our job."
Yeah.
And so I dropped that mic, left, and then that Friday, flew home on Saturday, and started West Tampa on Monday.
Very cool. And it's great to hear that that's the process that you went through, because you need those relationships now, and you can't go, "Oh, shop ABC in New Jersey, yeah, I burned them, let's see if we can try and work it back." You've got to have those relationships continue on, even though you're not with General anymore. You needed those relationships. That's the only way you're going to succeed.
Well, we know this for a fact that the first 73 shops that opened with West Tampa didn't know the name, didn't know the cigar, didn't know the counts, didn't know how many blends, didn't know how many sizes, didn't know anything about
no pricing, nothing, but they knew
nothing.
you.
And he says, "We're in." I said, "Bro, whoa, bro. My corporate name is Plan B. I'm not going to do the date rape pill Plan B. So we're going to rename this and do business. We don't care, Ricky."
Yep.
Again, you have history.
And we support you.
Exactly. So unless you're telling to us you're going to drop everything you learned in the past and start again and make bad cigars, that's something else. No, I'm going to just continue. We're in. And so we knew that we had the power of being able to turn around and say, "I don't know, I'm going to turn around, and I hope I have support when I turn around." I turned around, everybody was there.
That's
it
awesome.
was overwhelming. Not only the shop guys, the fans of CAO, these consumers also went with me. So that was overwhelming, but we cannot take advantage of that. At the end of the day, I said to the factory, I can open doors for us globally, around the world, and sell that cigar one time. They're going to buy from me in my history. The second time these guys buy the cigar is because the cigar was good.
Yes.
You'll only buy one cigar to support me, and if it's awful,
there's no turn.
I'm so sorry, Ricky. We'll have a beer together. You can come to my house. We'll burn bread, but I'll never smoke that dog turd again.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. And they're so ominous with me. So we knew that. So we're proud to say right now that we don't have to worry about toxicity. I'm smoking the white today. It tastes like the white that we had yesterday.
Sorry about that.
That's your?
Nope, not me.
This is live, guys.
There you go.
So
it's real life.
But you know what? It was an honor to, and then we had some great cigars to start with a white and black, and then right now we're just hopefully the red to maintain like white and black does.
So, talk to me for a minute about Addict Series. I've reviewed it. Great cigar. When's the next one in that coming out?
The next one for Addict should be out maybe late September or late October.
Okay.
And so, but this is a series that we developed because when you look at white, black, and red, what you're going to realize is that that's your foundation. You can only have so much fun and be serious. So, but Attic will allow me to kind of showcase my personality. These crazy stories I've shared throughout my career of me flying with Philly cheesesteak sandwiches and doing something in your jeans that you don't want to do in your jeans after you have a steak. But those are stories I love to share with everybody, because it's just travel stories. And everybody, oh my God, I can't believe you told that story. But at the end of the day, how do I do that through a line that we want to take serious? We can't. So Attic will allow us to have fun.
Play a little bit.
Share unique tobacco sometimes, unique sizes sometimes, or sometimes just a unique story connecting that cigar with my history and that cigar.
Very cool. So, with everything you've done so far, with where you're headed, which sounds, of course, like it's in a great trajectory with all the support and everything that you have, did you expect West Tampa to be doing as well today as it is from when you left General?
No. That's not bullshit. That's not kidding. No, it's oh yeah, bro. I could tear up right now. No, because when you receive the support, words sometimes are not enough. Yeah, bro. Okay, words are not enough sometimes to say, bro, thank you.
Yeah.
I say thank you when you open the door for me.
Yeah.
I say thank you when you reach for my lighter for me. And now I'm thanking you for helping my company, my family, my career. And those, bro, so I don't know how to say it, but it is overwhelming.
Good.
We wanted to be in 100 shops. Year one, we wanted to be in 2 or 3 countries. Year one, that's our own business plan.
Sure.
Because we thought it was going to be a struggle. Now we're fighting the battle.
Yeah.
And so we're in over 350 shops.
Good for you.
And we're over, I think, at 31, 32 countries globally. And so, yeah, it's overwhelming. It's never in the history of anybody opening any cigar company has ever received this growth. This magazine from Cigar Aficionado, we have never saw this. We have never saw this explosion.
Yeah.
And so maybe perfect timing, good cigar, good story, good person. It's a perfect storm.
Yeah.
And
but it's all well deserved.
well, bro, thank you. But at the end of the day, if it's a dream, do not wake me up. Don't poke me. Don't move me. Just because you
Let
see
me be.
you see me smiling, and so I just, if I can, bro, thank you. Thank you so much for just taking the opportunity to smoke a West Tampa, enjoy a West Tampa. And I don't care if you do not enjoy the cigars, because I believe in my heart I'll get you one day. But do not ever give up on West Tampa. Don't give up on me. And smoke it, every cigar, and I will give you a cigar that you can enjoy. That's my offer and my plan.
Awesome. Well, Ricky, I appreciate your time. I wish you nothing but continued success.
No, I love you, bro.
And
thank you.
I'll be around supporting you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, absolutely. All right, everybody. From PCA 2023, Cigar Show Tim with Tobacco Talk Media with Ricky Rodriguez of West Tampa Tobacco Company. I got more content coming your way.
This year's coverage of the 2023 Premium Cigar Association Trade Show was produced by Tobacco Talk Media.